evening. Today is Monday, January 6th. I've had another long day. But we have birthdays today because today is Bonnie Socha's birthday, S-O-C-H-I-A, Bonnie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bonnie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Francis Sanchez's birthday. So Francis, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francis. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great, great birthday. As you can see, I took my Christmas stuff down. I leave my snowman up because it's still winter. So I have my snowman. I'm missing a pillow. One of those pillows, because Mary had called me this morning and she said every time she coughs it hurts, and could she bring a soft pillow? And she said, you remember those pillows? She bought me two pillows, the story here of this one. She bought me that one first and they spelled Alyssa's name wrong. So she called the company and she said, you spelled the name wrong. So they sent another pillow and free of charge. So I have two pillows. So I said, yeah, you can have that one. Because if anybody's had any kind of abdominal surgery, if you hold the pillow to your stomach as you're coughing, it kind of lessens the pain just a little bit. So I said, yeah, for sure, I'll do that. But before I left this morning, I weighed myself, and I'm very happy to report I had a loss. So let me show you how I did. £2. You know what, with all my stress that I've had for the last week with Mary and everything, and still with the pantry challenge, not going out to eat or going out and grabbing like donuts or something like that, it's really making a difference, I think, in my weight. It really is. And, you know, I'm eating enough, but I'm just eating when I'm hungry. And sometimes I'm just a little too busy. I don't realize I've been not eating, and then all of a sudden it hits me. And then I go for a healthy snack. Last night I was like, we were watching the Lions. My Lions won. Oh, it was a nail biter the first half. It was like, oh my gosh. I like a good close game, but only when we're ahead. But not when they were making, I don't know. I just kept thinking, oh my gosh, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. And every time that Minnesota got in the red zone, which is close to the, if you don't follow football, is close to the end zone going into the, I think it's the 10 yards before you go into the, I think it's 20 yards, into the end zone to get a touchdown. Anyway, I was like, and they stopped them. I think they were down there 3 times. There's a meme going around. I don't know if you saw it, but there's a meme going around that they show somebody looking out an airplane landing, and they said the only touchdown that Minnesota Vikings saw was their touchdown in Detroit Metropolitan Airport when their plane landed. I know that's mean, but you know what? My cousin lives in Minnesota, so we have a healthy rivalry. But it was a good game. It was a close game. And then the one time my guy did his little back thing like that, and I did it with him, and then Minnesota called timeout, and I thought, oh my gosh, did you jinx our little... So I had to do it a second time, but it worked. He still got the field goal. Do I really think that my leaning back made a difference? No, but I am not going to take a chance that maybe it might. So anyway, they get a good, I think they get 2 weeks rest now, because they don't play next week, and then they won't play till the following week. And we have so many injuries on our defense. And it's only because our one really good defensive back who broke his forearm was back. He still was in some kind of a cast, not like a hurting kind of like a punching kind of cast, but I think a micro cast I think he had on. And he was directing that defense like, you know, you go over there and you go over there and you stand here, which they were lacking for the last couple of games, some form of leadership. And he was back out there leading them. And I really, truly believe, because I really thought we were going to lose because our defense has been falling apart. Only because I think we're on the 3rd string of our defense because our defense has been hurt so badly. And so I thought, oh, you know, Minnesota's got a really good offense. And so I don't know, our defense is going to be really bad. I know, enough football. But we won. That's all that really matters. But I forgot to tell you that I did lose 2 pounds for a total loss. I think it was 39.5, I think. I know it's 39 something. So I want to get back into the 40s again and just really work my way back up to 50 and 60, 70, 80, all of that good stuff, a little bit at a time. I started taking my Christmas stuff down. Jim and I both started taking the Christmas stuff down last night when we got back from Mary's surgery. So we did a little bit, not a lot. And then today when we got back, we kind of finished somewhat. I still have... you know, if you can see, I still got some stuff on my desk here that I got to pack up. And then I got 3 boxes on the dining room table that I got to figure out how to get them into the closet because when I went after Christmas shopping for next year, and I got a lot of really, really good deals, and so I wanted to put it in the closet with all the Christmas stuff so I knew where it was, because I have these really nice placemats that I bought years and years ago, and they're not really plastic, but they wash really, really nice, and they're not cloth. And I thought, I'm not packing them away with my Christmas stuff, because every year I pack them away with my Christmas stuff, they get all curled, and then I gotta, get them wet and flatten them out and put stuff on them. I'm not gonna do that this year. I'm gonna put them where I know where they'll be, and I'm gonna grab them when I'm done. Can't find those suckers anywhere. Looked high and low. So tomorrow, since we're going to be staying home tomorrow, we're not going anywhere tomorrow. I am going to definitely be looking for those placemats, because I love them. They clean up really nice. They wash up really easily. You just soak them in water once a week, and you get all of the whatever. I mean, I wipe them down every day after we eat, but I mean, just to get a really thorough cleaning. And then they just air dry. They're perfect. They're perfect, and I don't remember where I put them. There's not that many places to hide in my house, so I don't know where they are, but I know that they got to be somewhere. You know what? I never looked in the linen closet in my bathroom. That's a place I might look next. That might be. We'll see. But anyway, I was going to do the recipe. I told you I was going to do a recipe today. I put it in the tracker, and it's 11 points just for one little thing. So it's not really a Weight Watcher thing. Let me see what. 586. I don't know that number. They can leave a message. So you'll hear my phone ringing on here. Anyway, but I'm still going to make them, because they just look so enticing to me. And I mean, it'll be a lot of points. I'm only going to have 2, which will be 22 points. I get 26 points in a day. So I'm going to shoot my whole wad. I'm going to use some of my, weeklies for it. And then I'm probably going to have that for my breakfast. So hopefully I'll film it tomorrow. I do apologize, because I keep promising you that I'm going to do a recipe of the week. And I do have every intention of doing a recipe this week. And even though it's not a Weight Watcher recipe, it does look interesting. So I'm going to try that. And then what else was I going to tell you? I told you about my weight. I told you about looking for my placemats. Putting away the rest of my Christmas stuff. My house is just so bare now. It's just so boring. And like when we were driving home from Mary's, it was like, like seeing her at the hospital. It's like Christmas is done. The big anticipation, and it's here, and it's done. It's like such a letdown. It really is such a letdown, especially when you take all your stuff down, and it's just like, oh my gosh, now we're back to being boring again. Because I don't dress my house up. I don't, decorate. I used to do for Halloween. I don't even do that anymore, because Alyssa wanted my Halloween stuff for her bedroom, and so I just gave it to her, because she, like for the death book. So I said, you can just have it now. And so I don't decorate for that. And then with everything going on, the grandkid, I take that back. We are going out tomorrow, because Sebastian starts back playing basketball. Yeah, we have Sebastian's basketball game tomorrow. But anyway, so yeah, I'm tired. I'm just really tired. But I wanted to make sure I got on to say happy birthday. But I did get some mail today, and I got a card, and it says, have a happy and blessed new year. May you enjoy the blessings of peace, health, and happiness all through the new year. Your faithful YouTube watcher, happiest, healthy new year, Cindy Musell. I truly enjoy your daily videos, so true to our lives. Yes, Cindy's been a subscriber for quite a long time, and she is, like she says, a faithful subscriber, because I see her in the comment section a lot, and I appreciate that. I really do. But we had a busy day. Like I said, we got up early. I know people like Edie, Joan, Kim, they're going to say, that's not early. Well, we got up at 9:30 because we had to leave by 10:30, because Jim had a lung scan, which we'll get the results back in a couple days for that. But we're not overly concerned about it. It's just something he does every year, because he was such a heavy smoker his whole life. He quit in 2007, I think it was, that he quit smoking. But they still do the lung scan every year just to check. And then from there we went to Mary's apartment to pick up some stuff. Mary has her favorite pillow, which we all have a favorite something. I have a favorite cup. I have a favorite plate. I have a favorite spoon. I have a favorite knife. I know I'm getting back to when I said that was early. They get up like at the crack of dawn. Kim, Joan, and Edie. They're up and out the door like by 8 o'clock in the morning. They live in delusional world. I'm telling you. I know all of you probably live in delusional world. Maybe I'm the one that lives in delusional world and don't really realize it. But anyway, I know that just shows you how tired I am. I'm going back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, so we stopped at Mary's house, and they said that pretty soon she'll be able to start getting dressed. So she wanted some clothes to wear. And then from there, we went to Christy's house because Christy had a longer phone cord for her because her phone cord wasn't long enough and she couldn't plug it in too close to where all the equipment was. They wouldn't let her plug it in there. So we picked that up. Then we went over and dropped off her stuff at not the breathing stuff for Jim because he refuses to do the breathing stuff. And then from there we went downtown to the hospital. And my brother had called me ahead of time, and he had said, because he went in the morning and we were going in the afternoon, he had said he had tried to park in the parking garage, which is like not right by the hospital. It's a little ways away. It costs $10 to valet. I'll just pay the $10 to valet. I think it's $5 to park in the parking structure. I'll pay $5 just so I can go out the front door and go in the front door. But we had to wait for the valet to come and get our car because there were so many. It's such a big hospital, and you'll see in the video, because I have a video of Mary with Jim and I sitting by the window. You can see how many more floors. Mary's on the 6th floor. You can see out the window how many more floors there are to this hospital. But anyway, we waited, I would say, a good 25 minutes just to get to the point where the valet could take our car. And my brother had called me, like at 12:30 to say, well, we're leaving now. Excuse me, maybe Mary can get a little bit of a nap. And I said, yeah, okay. So I said, because we'll probably be there about 1:30. No, we didn't get there till long. Well, we got there at 1 o'clock. And my brother called and he says, I see you. And I go, what do you mean you see me? He says, yeah, I'm waiting for my car. And I go, what do you mean you're waiting for your car? He says, yeah, we've been waiting 45 minutes for the valet to bring us our car. He says, this was a good $10 well spent. And I said, well, you said that there was no parking in the garage. He says, no, my truck wouldn't fit. So I know Jim's truck wouldn't fit either because they're made for smaller cars. My clown car would have fit perfectly. But anyway, so he says, oh, here comes my car. He says, I'll talk to you later. So then we got it. We went in and we saw Mary. And she looks good. I'll show. Like I asked her. I said, "Do you want to film anything or no?" And she said, "No, I want to film everybody. I want to thank them for their prayers." And I said, "Okay," because I'm not going to put anybody on that don't want to be on. So she said, "No, I really want to be on." I said, "Okay, I'll check it out. I'll film you at the end." So then we went and visited with her for a little while. We went downstairs. We only had to wait 10 minutes for our car. I don't know. I think there was one lady. She was really mad, and I don't blame her. They brought her the keys to her car and said, "There's your car." And it was like the same color car or whatever, but it wasn't her car. But those were her keys. So when she went to get in the car, because the car was locked, she couldn't get in the car. So she was back at the valet telling them, "You didn't bring my car." And they go, "Well, there's your keys." And she says, "These are my keys, but that's not my car." And they go, "Well, that's your car." And I go, "No, it's not. These are my keys. That's not my car." So I guess what they had done after all of this commotion, because they had to get the manager and everybody had to come around and figure out what it was a new guy, a new kid. And what he did was when he brought the car, he went and he hung him up. And then he went to go tell the lady her car was ready. But then on his way going to tell him, they said, "No, you got to bring the keys." He went and grabbed the wrong keys, went back and gave her the keys, which were her keys, but not the keys to the car. Her car, I know I'm tired, but anyway, it was all straightened around and she got her keys. So her car rather. So then we were getting in the car and Jim says, "Oh, crap." And I go, "What?" And he says, "I forgot my phone up in the room, up in Mary's room." In the hospital, like I said, it's like a walk. It took us from getting off at the valet to get to Mary's room, I would say, and I'm not a fast walker, so probably somebody that walks like a normal person probably could have made it in 5 minutes. I would say it took us 10, 12 minutes to get to her room. It's a long walk. And so I said, "Well, I'll go and get it," because Jim's a pretty fast walker. He said, "Well," I said, "I don't want to drive your truck. I'll go get the keys." And so he pulled up onto the sidewalk, which is not a sidewalk, but like in the area that was okay for him to pull in, because he talked to the guy and they said, "Fine." And then I went back in and got Mary's keys, and then we got home. And then we finished putting all the Christmas stuff up. And so or taking the Christmas stuff down, rather, not putting it up, taking it down. So anyway, that's it. I'm done blabbering. So here's a little clip of Mary in the hospital. She's doing super, super, super good. They're a little concerned just a little bit about her kidneys. They're a little sluggish, but it's still producing urine. So they said that's good. It's just that sometimes the kidneys just take a little bit longer to adjust. So, but they're not concerned. They're not overly concerned. They're, concerned enough, obviously, but not overly concerned. And then the liver doctor said that if you see me again, that's bad news. He says, but I don't think you're ever going to see me again. So, the liver surgeon. So Mary says, well, I don't want to see you. She says, it was nice knowing you. I don't want to see you anymore. And he says, and I don't blame you. But she's got a really nice nursing staff. The people that bring her food. The food, it looked really good. I was surprised because she got a hot roast beef sandwich and she said, could you cut it for me? And like most in the hospitals, those meats are kind of stringy, especially roast beef. And she only had the plastic knife and fork. Oh my God, it was like cutting through butter. It was so tender, and she really liked it. So, but then we left, and then Jimmy went to see her after work this afternoon when he got there about 5:30, I guess. So we're trying to space it out that she doesn't have too many visitors, but that she at least has one visitor a day. So Mike went this morning like at 9 o'clock and left about 12:30, and then Jim and I got there about 2, and we left about 4. And I think that Jimmy got there about 5, and he was just going to stay for half an hour. And then tomorrow, Denise is the only one going tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, Don's sister's bringing him, and he's the only one going to see her on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, Jim and I are going to pick up Mary's best friend who doesn't drive and bring her. So we're going to go on Thursday. Then Mike's going to go on Friday, and then my boys are going to alternate Friday and Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday, rather. So she'll always have at least one visitor a day. But she needs a rest more than anything. She doesn't need visitors. And she knows how to FaceTime, which she's done plenty of times. And she knows how to call, because she called me last night at 1:30. She says, I know you're up. And I go, yeah, I am. So we talked for a little while last night. So anyway, this is Mary. She's doing really well. Once again, thank you for all your prayers. I so appreciate them. So does Mary. And they really are making a difference. They really, truly are. And God is definitely good. And I don't doubt that for a moment. But like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's talk again tomorrow. Okay, Jim and I are ready for surgery.
Yep.
We're all masked up. All we got to do is wash our hands.
I already watched mine.
We told Mary that, but she doesn't seem to want to have us operate on her. But let me turn you around. You can talk. Tell Mary will tell you how she's doing.
Of course, I can't see you, so I don't know what I look like.
You look perfect.
Yeah.
Everybody's amazed at how well you look.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'm feeling great. I want to appreciate all you guys and say thank you for all your prayers and stuff. And I'm not going to get emotional, but
Yes, she is.
I just had a breathing treatment, so I'm hoarse.
Oh, okay.
I'm horsey. So, I thank you again for everything you guys did for me and helped me along the way. And yeah, I'm going to probably cry because you know me. I'm a crier.
There's no crying in baseball.
There's no crying in baseball, that's right. So, but overall, I'm feeling pretty darn good, let me tell you. I'm a little tired, but, and the pain is there, but it's not too bad. It's tolerable, I can live with it. It's not like I'm going to take these drugs like every 4 hours like I could, but I'm not. So the last time I took one was an oxycodone this morning at 6:30, 5 milligrams, and I'm still doing okay.
Only Mary knows the names of all the medications in the world.
Of course.
She should be a pharmacist.
And then 3 o'clock last night, I had a muscle relaxant.
Oh, okay.
So that helped me with the spasms.
So what did they say about your liver function so far?
My liver is doing wonderfully. They just took out the drains, which I loved to hear when he told me he was taking them out, because what they do is the leakage would drain into these little bottles, and then they'd have to clean them out, and then they would stretch the thing inside it, the tubing, and it would pull and give you spasms in your stomach. Not a fun feeling. And so since I just had 2 of them taken out, my stomach is a little sore right now. I feel a little pain, but I'm fine for right now. So.
And then your kidney?
My kidney, they took an ultrasound of it just to see what's going on. It still could be sleeping or sluggish. because I was making urine already with the other before I had it out, you know.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to tell where it's at. So they just said, no news is good news, so I haven't heard anything.
And then when do you start physical therapy?
They're supposed to come see me today sometime. I'm not sure. And I asked the liver and the kidney doctor, and she said I could have lollipops, little lemon drops, and I have some Mentos.
Oh, you can have the Mentos. We weren't sure if you were going to be able to have the Mentos.
Yes, and I can have the Mentos because my mouth is as dry as could be. I couldn't even tell you how dry it is. So,
And then when do you think you're coming home?
hopefully 2 weeks maybe. You know, like all this week and maybe Friday of next week, something maybe like that. I'm not sure. We'll entertain it more next week, the doctor said. So, but everyone here has been wonderful and very nice, and
Now, who was the doctor that was just here? Was that the liver doctor or the kidney doctor?
he was the liver doctor.
And he said if he doesn't come back in anymore.
No, that was the kidney.
Who was the one that said if he doesn't see you anymore, that means you're
That's
good?
the kidney.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Harper, who just left, was the liver.
Oh, okay.
So he said the liver is looking beautiful. So,
That's good news.
yep. So he did take a picture of my, well, I had the nurse take a picture of my kidney with a, scar.
Yeah.
And then I had Dr. Harper take a picture of my stints that were in there or whatever. And so, it's a good, he says he thinks I got about 50 to 55 staples.
Oh, wow.
And I asked him, because I'm a gross person, if they had a picture of my old liver, because I wanted to see what it looked like. And he says he wasn't aware. And he wouldn't even know who he asked. So he's going to see if he can find out for
They're
me.
not going to put it in a jar so you can bring it home and put it on the shelf?
Yeah, sure. No, a picture's more than enough. So, anyways, and I got to see the kidney on the ultrasound, so it looked decent to me. But then again, I don't know how to read.
You
an
only play a
ultrasound.
doctor on TV.
That's right. So, well, I'm going to stop talking because my mouth is dry as a bone. So.
I forget who it was, but I think it was Kim, at a girl on her phone was watching Emergency. Oh no, or maybe it was Debbie. Somebody was watching Emergency, and I said, oh, that's my sister's show.
Gotta love it. Love it, love it, love it.
What are the Rampart? What do they give them?
Oh, my brain's a little foggy right now.
Ringer's lactate.
Yes. And
I always said D5W, but it wasn't.
D5W, yeah. Whatever, yep.
All right.
So.
We're going to let
bye-bye.
Mary rest.
All right, thanks, guys. Love y'all.